Results from the Invicta Women's Bantamweight One-Night Tournament, UFC 248, and new fight announcements. This is your Colorado MMA News Weekend Wrap-Up. Claire Guthrie of Elevation Fight Team took on Taylor Guardado in the first round of the Invicta Phoenix Series 3 One-Night Bantamweight Tournament this past Friday night in the second fight of her pro career, and an early takedown from Guardado appeared to be the deciding factor in the fight as far as the judges were concerned. Guardado wasn't able to do much from the top position, but she was able to keep Guthrie from standing up or attacking with a submission. After some time of little action, the ref stood them up. Claire quickly got to work and showed a diverse striking game, both from range and in the clinch, despite outlanding Guardado and leading in the striking engagements while on the feet. The judges felt that Guardado's wrestling success was enough to win the decision and move Guthrie to 1-1 as a pro. The Grizzly Guthrie took to social media following the decision to let people know that she came out of the bout uninjured and with more fire than ever, ready for her next fight. Keep an eye out for what's next from Grizzly Claire Guthrie. UFC 248, Adesanya Vs Romero took place this past Saturday night, and two Elevation teammates threw down on the card. It is clear after Saturday night that Elevation Fight Team's Magny has returned. Following a 16-month layoff, it took Magny an exchange or two with Li Jingliang to get back into his flow, but once he did, he found his groove and put on a dominant performance, scoring a unanimous decision en route to the 15th win of his UFC career. With the victory, Magny improved his record to 22-7 as a pro and has now won 3 of his last 4. So keep an eye out for who's next for the workman, Magny. Accompanying Magny on the UFC 248 card was Elevation stablemate Austin Hubbard. Hubbard faced the undefeated Olympic wrestler Mark Madsen, who was 9-0 going into the bout. Madsen showed just how good his wrestling is, getting the better of the grappling exchanges early on, utilizing explosive techniques. Hubbard was able to weather the storm in the first and second round, repeatedly getting to his feet after being taken down and not absorbing much damage on the ground. In the second half of the second round, Hubbard began to find his range and Madsen started to fade. In the third round, Hubbard brought the fight to Madsen, hurting the Olympic wrestler multiple times and almost putting him away. Unfortunately, it was just too little too late, and when the fight went to the judges' scorecards, it wasn't enough to get the nod. Madsen took the victory by decision, 29-28. Despite the loss, Hubbard showed us that he never stops coming for the win, regardless of the circumstances. Watch out for who's next for Austin "Thud" Hubbard. In new fight announcements, Nick Rawrick of Elevation Fight Team and Bang Muay Thai announced on social media that he is signed on the dotted line for his next fight. The 8-1 pro heavyweight will take on Wailing Hu, 8-2, at Combat Night 18 in Jacksonville, Florida on March 21st. Rawrick won his last fight with a first-round early finish in May of 2019. Tickets are on sale now. Additionally, Josh the White Mamba Wick, 11-5 of Pound for Pound Fitness and Elevation Fight Team, has announced that he will fight next to LFA 86 on April 3rd in Broomfield against an opponent yet to be announced. Wick's Elevation teammate, Curtis Razor Blades, 13-2, has announced that he will return to UFC action to take on Alexander Volkov, 31-7, in a clash of heavyweights on June 20th at UFC Saskatoon. Blades is riding a 3-fight win streak going into the bout, most recently defeating the former UFC heavyweight champion, Junior Dos Santos, by second-round TKO back in January. The fights will be streamed live on ESPN+. And in local fight action, it has been announced that the bout between Jokic and Easton Muay Thai's Chris Lockhart at Sparta 81 will be for the 205-pound Sparta Muay Thai title going down on March 28th. Now joining them on the card will be another expected banger between Isaiah Torres of Jackson's MMA Colorado and Aaron Lopez of Peak Kickboxing in a 125-pound kickboxing title bout. Mark your calendars now and buy your tickets from your favorite fighter on the card. And that's your Colorado MMA News Weekend Wrap-Up. You'll give these fighters a follow and check back later in the week for the weekend preview to get a heads up on the coming weekend's fight action. In the meantime, please go subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Prize Fighting Business, follow us on Instagram at Colorado MMA News, and don't forget to like us on Facebook. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'm your host, Corey Mannion.